All right, we're loaded up and we're gonna hit the Trail of Blue Ice, which is a 10-mile round trip trail in the Girdwood Portage area. So it's on the road to Portage Glacier, same road that takes you to Whittier, Alaska, through the tunnel. And gonna go check it out, see what the conditions are like. We have had snow already this year. Today's October 3rd, and we've already had 2 decent snowfalls. It snowed an inch yesterday, but it's supposed to hit 41 degrees. We're gonna go see what we find. Okay, you watch the house. We'll be right back. See you later. All right, and I don't have a bike hitch yet, bike mount for the hitch. So it's into the truck we go. All right, well, works a lot better than it did in my Subaru. Time we pass by Potter Marsh, we have to stop and check it out. I'll show you guys some video I got of the swans. All right, we started out at the Begich Bog's Visitor Center. We're heading back toward the highway, 5 miles to go, Trail of Blue Ice. our lunch is ready. Today we're having, what are we eating?
Beef stew.
Beef stew from Mountain House. Haven't had any wildlife sightings yet, but we have seen some, I think it was bear scat, some goose poop, and moose tracks, and that's about it. But other than the salmon you saw earlier, no animals today. Pretty good weather though. It's like in the high 30s, maybe 40 degrees. And not too many people out, which is nice, because earlier in the summer this trail is super popular, so there'd be a lot more traffic on the trail. But only seen about a dozen people today and half a dozen dogs. So overall, nice day, pretty relaxing, and ready to eat. The Portage Glacier way in the distance around the corner where you can't see it because it's receded too far in the last couple decades. And the visitor center over there, and that's a wrap. All right, well, we're back. We did 10.2 miles round trip total. And whenever we're out here next to Portage Lake, we always go through the little tunnel, not the tunnel to Whittier, which is a few miles long, but just a little tunnel to take a look on the other side of the lake. I'll show you. So right out here across the lake, you can see that's actually Byron Glacier right there. And there's a trail, pretty easy trail. You can hike to that. It's only 1 mile each way. And then in the winter, a lot of people will hike across the lake when Portage Lake freezes over all the way. You can actually hike all the way across it, and around the corner where this little foot is here, that little toe, around the corner of that is Portage Glacier, which you can also get to from Whittier. You can hike through this pass in summer or winter from the Whittier side and get a view of Portage Glacier there. So final thoughts, Trail of Blue Ice in the Portage Valley is a super good beginner or anybody, like bike and hike. Very level almost the whole way. I do feel like if you start at Begich Bog's Visitor Center and you go from there to the Moose Flats, that way, if there's really a downhill, which there might not be, but it seemed like I did a lot more pedaling on the way back is all. So from Moose Flats to Begich Bogs, it looks level, but I do think I pedaled more and I got a lot hotter on the way back. But at the same time, that was the final 5 miles of a 10-mile trip, so that could be it too. But great trail for families, even people with small kids. We saw several small children on the trail, and dogs, little dogs could handle it as well as the big dogs. So it's a really good family, or if you're just getting into biking or hiking and you just want to see some really pretty sights, tons of glaciers out there. I mentioned the Portage and Byron Glacier, but there's a lot more glaciers all around, basically in the whole valley. So really scenic views for not much effort. Highly recommend it. And that's all we got for this video. So if you want to see more, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss the next video. And in the comments, tell us what you want to see. Is there a bike trail that you love in the Anchorage area or South Central Alaska? Anything that you want to see in the next video, let me know in the comments and we can make it happen. There's some snow. I didn't fall, but... and that's why we don't try recording and biking at the same time.